Dahl has it. He tries to clear it. This time it's held in. Now down to Ndasi. Springfield looking to take the first goal of this hockey game. It's tied 0-0 right now. Ferret drops it in low. Gets it to Cagnoni. Back to Ferret. Right side. Dropped in low once again. Ndasi left side. Score! Marcos Senghetti gets the goal. Pops it in from the left side. Springfield on the power play. Sokov lets it go to Arkip Lendikov. Now behind the net to Philemon Lendikov. Line change for Colorado. Express still have it with 18. They work in front to Sokov. To score! Arkip Lendikov gets the goal. And it's a 6-6 hockey game. And live from Mediacom Ice Park in the Stan Melton Ice Arena, it is Game 2 between the Springfield Express and the Oklahoma City Blazers. As yesterday, the Express fall 5-1. They get the first goal of the game at 6:51. Bruno Ndasi, his 9th of the season. 1-0 Springfield. Everything looking good, and then all of a sudden, Oklahoma City. Well, they didn't really have to wake up. They were playing the Express tough in the first period, but they get a late goal on Jordan Scro's 8th of the season, and they end up scoring 5 unanswered, and they win the game by a score of 5-1. Springfield is now even 11-11 and 3 overtime losses in this hockey season, and they have now lost 7 straight. Those losses have come 4 straight to Oklahoma City and 3 to the El Paso Rhinos, both number 1 and number 2 in the Midwest Division. Springfield is 3rd right now with 25 points. Oklahoma City, on the other hand, they stopped a 3-game losing streak. You say, how, why? Well, they played El Paso. So El Paso is the only undefeated hockey club right now. Oklahoma City has stopped that streak with a 5-1 win yesterday, and they are in 2nd in the Midwest Division with 44 points. Steve Casson here with you, along with Aaron Kay. And Aaron, of course, I'm not going to figure out how to say your last name or pronounce it, but go ahead, tell everybody.
It's Catch Comedy, but I think that Aaron Kay sounds pretty good. You made a great idea.
Okay, Aaron Kay is what it's going to be, as he's going to do camera work here once again tonight. As I mentioned, he's the goaltending coach for the Springfield Express. And, yesterday, you really can't fault Chad Purdy. I know he has a record of 1-5, and he has an .876 save percentage, and he's given up 29 goals. But you can't fault him yesterday for what was really an onslaught by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, it's really hard when you have situations like that, screen from the net or deflection from a player from the net. But at the same time, the goalie have to be over 90% to give a chance to their team. So hopefully Kane Pescat going to have a great game tonight in the net.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Springfield Express, and it will be the Russian line with Nikita Sokov. And Sokov this season, 17 goals, 20 assists. Philemon Lendikov down the middle, 11 goals, 24 assists. And Arkip Lendikov with 16 and 18 this season on defense. That'll be the captain, Mike Polito, 4 and 26. Does have the lead in the assists category for the Springfield Express. And also Tyler Kupka with 2 goals and 5 assists. And it will be Kane Paskey in nets. This will be his 7th game. He came in relief yesterday, did not hurt his record per se, because the record of goal was Purdy, so Purdy got the loss yesterday. But Paskey will be in from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, and he will be the goaltender of record to start the game, at least for the Springfield Express. For the Oklahoma City Blazers, let's take a look at some of the leaders. And for the Blazers, Ivan Bondarenko leads with 28 goals, 37 assists, 65 points. Josh Chamberlain is second, 23 and 31 for 54. Griffin Wysek, 15 and 37 for 52. And then Dion Demke with 13 and 25 for 38. So a little difference between the top 3 scorers for the Oklahoma City Blazers. For the Springfield Express, Nikita Sokov is the leader with 37 points. 69 penalty minutes is what he has, but 37 points, 17 and 20 for him. And as I mentioned, the Russian line, they are the top 3 with Philemon Lendikov, 11 and 24. Arkip 16 and 18. And then the defenseman, Stefan Doring, or I take that back, he's a forward. Mike Polito is 5th. He's 4 and 26 for 30 points, but Stefan Doring is 15 and 18 for 33 points. One thing about the Oklahoma City Blazers is they are first in every special team category. They are first in power plays, first in power play percentage, first in penalty kill, and Springfield saw that yesterday because the Express did not score on the power play. They were 0 for 2, and the Blazers were 1 for 4, and that was kind of a help in the second period at 4:09 when a goal kind of broke things open, and Lucas Slonsky got it, and the Oklahoma City Blazers did not look back after that. Fresh 20 minutes is on the clock here at Mediacom Ice Park, and traditionally it is loud here. And that's what you have in this Mediacom Ice Park, is a loud hockey arena with fans still filing in, and the Oklahoma City Blazers lining up as we're just about to hear the starting lineups for the Blazers from public address announcer Kevin Thurl. Coached by Gary Gill, assistant Reggie Tacklington, Craig Thurston, also assistant coach.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the visiting Oklahoma City Blazers, starting at a forward, number 26, Patrick Tondel. Starting at a forward, number 28, Dion Demke. Starting at a forward, number 49, Ivan Bondarenko. Starting on defense, number 24, Cody Wardner. Starting on defense, number 25, Jacob Ugenti. And starting in goal for the Oklahoma City Blazers, number 30, Bobby Cloutier. The Blazers are coached by Mr. Gary Gill, with assistant coaches Reggie Talkington and Craig Thurston. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming tonight's youth player of the game. Standing in at 8 years old and a 6th grade student at Mount Vernon Elementary, part of the Mediacom Ice Park's Learn to Play and Junior Ice Bears hockey program, let's welcome Rachel Waters to the ice. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and make some noise. Let's welcome the starters for your Springfield Express. Starting at a forward from Russia, number 87, Nikita Sokov. Starting at a forward from Belarus, number 17, Arkhip Lendikov. Starting at a forward from Belarus, number 74, Philemon Lendikov. Starting on defense from Calgary, Alberta in Canada, number 67, Mike Polito. Starting on defense from Depew, New York, number 5, Tyler Kupka. And starting in goal for your Springfield Express from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, number 31, Kane Pesquet. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing, and gentlemen, please remove your caps for this evening's presentation of the National Anthem.
Our national anthem here from Mediacom Ice Park and the Stan Melton Ice Arena. Game 2 between these two teams, the Springfield Express and the Oklahoma City Blazers. Don't forget, our next broadcast for you will not be tomorrow. Those games have been postponed until the 4th of February, but our next Black Dog broadcast, Springfield Express and the Dallas Snipers, 7 o'clock Friday, January 12th, right here at Mediacom Ice Park. Now, the Express will play prior to that, but we just won't have the broadcast for you. They'll be in the showcase. Springfield skating from the left to the right, Oklahoma City from the right to the left. Springfield in their red uniforms with 417 adorned, and Oklahoma City with the OKC Blazer adorned on their chests. And as we are underway, it'll be poked into the OKC zone by Springfield. Sokoff will give it around to the right wing corner and try to bank it off the boards to himself. Philemon Lendikoff is there. Intercepting is Jacob Ugenti, and he'll have it behind the net for the Oklahoma City Blazers. Cross-ice pass to Cody Wardner. It's tipped out to center ice off the glove of Ivan Bondarenko. He picks it up onside. Here is an opportunity in front for Dion Demke, and a save by Paskey. He'll hold on, and Paskey may have gotten injured on that shot. There is an area, and Aaron, you can chime in on this too. When you go down to the butterfly position, there's a small little area right between the pad and your knee area that sometimes can be left unprotected, and it may have hit him there.
Yeah, and you know, the puck sometimes not too friendly with us, and it's like to find its small spot when it can hurt.
Oh, it always finds spots that I don't have any protection. That's a given. 19:30 remaining in the period. Puck by the Express at center. They play with a bouncing puck, taken away though and sent up to center ice. Intercepted by Josh Chamberlain. 23 goals, 30 assists. He gets a drive in, saved by Paskey. It'll go to the near side. 19:15 remaining. Here come the Express. They have a 3-on-2 into the zone across the line, and no offside, as Matthew Smishek was not offside. Now here comes Cagnoni as he sends it up the middle, intercepted, taken away by the Oklahoma City Blazers, and chasing it in the zone was Michael Jensen, but picked away by the Express. Springfield at center, as they're falling all over the place, including Vigard Ferret, the assistant captain for the Express. Near side hit in the boards in the Express zone. Puck will be taken away by Oklahoma City, and a backhander in by Victor Eck. He's going to chase his own pass. Cutting him off is Brett Houston of Springfield. He is the second Springfield product. Puck comes up the middle. And here come the Express with Bruno Nadasi across the line, right side. Nadasi carries the puck one-handed and avoids a check. It's one that was thrown on by Travis Hudek. It'll go to the far side and back to the near side all the way down. This may be an icing, and it is called an icing. Same referee crew as yesterday. Mike McCreary is the referee, the linesmen, Mark Marzola and Paul McIntyre. Face off to the right of Cloutier. Bobby Cloutier in 21 games, 2.45 goals against average, a .918 save percentage. So he didn't even give up his goals against average in yesterday's contest with a 5-1 victory. Buxton all the way down. Hudek will have it for Oklahoma City. Blazers cough up the puck. Sokoff had it momentarily, but he was boxed out, so it's taken away by Hudek, flipped up the boards and out to center ice. Down the middle on a 3-on-2 now for Oklahoma City. Eck with it down the middle. He shoots. It's block, save, rebound, and a good save there by Paskey. We come the other way for the Express. Across the line, here's Arkik Lendikoff. He shoots, and it's actually that's Philemon. Philemon 74 got the opportunity. Now Sokoff steals it. He shoots, and a glove save. Fighting it off is Cloutier as Sokoff waited for the slow puck to come to him. He got the shot at the upper portion of the right face-off dot, and Cloutier was there to get his body, glove, almost face mask, everything in front of that to make sure it didn't go in. 17:32 remaining in the period. Vigard Ferret comes in. Donovan Myers, both former one of them's a former Springfield Express player. Puck across the line now as it's won by OKC into the Springfield end. Racing hard and trying to pick it up behind the net, looking for the opportunity, was Oklahoma City's Justin Arnold, and it's cleared out to center ice. Cross-ice pass down to Jared Katz on the ice now, taken away, and the Express will have it. Backhanded in by Matthew Smishek. Behind the net to Uginti. He has it for Oklahoma City. He's double teamed, stick check there, but he brings it up to center ice. One hand, now two hand, right side, dropped it off, and it's intercepted by the Express. Cagnoni's there, and it's able to be flipped out to center ice, and that's as far as it goes. 16:45 to go in the period, and no score at Mediacom Ice Park. Sent all the way down to the Springfield zone. Chasing it is Brett Houston again from Springfield. The other Springfield product, Chad Purdy, the goalie who played in yesterday's hockey game. First penalty of the game will be assessed here at 16:33. It's a tripping call. And this one will go against Oklahoma City. Into the box, Dion Demke. First power play for the Express. Here in the first period, the Express on the power play, sixth, 34 for 138, 24.6%, and Philemon Lendikov with a drive sails wide. Bruno Ndasi is there, tried to get it to Arkip, but to go to the near side. Now to Sokov, he's going to wait. Sokov still with it, gets it up to Philemon. Across the ice now as it goes to Ndasi, left faceoff dot. Sokov on the back door, and he just had it tipped off of his stick. But the Express worked the power play, 136. Philemon Lendikov to Ndasi, he shoots and he missed wide. Chased down by Sokov, right wing boards. Now here's Sokov down the middle. He shoots and Cloutier waved at it, but he missed it. Arkip Lendikov's there. He's getting checked off hard by Drake Johnson, but taken away by the Express. Score! Gustav Ekstrand as he stole the puck, and Springfield takes the lead again. This one, though, is a power play goal, and the Express have a 1-0 lead. They did it yesterday, but they have another one here. This one, as I mentioned, a power play goal. Lendikov and Ndasi will get an assist. Gustav Ekstrand with his third goal of the season. Let's catch the call from public address announcer Kevin Thurl. But the Express have a 1-0 lead. This one at 4:09. In yesterday's game, the Express scored at 6:51. But Springfield takes that 1-0 advantage. And that was a positive yesterday. We'll see if it is today. And Springfield
Express power play goal scored by number 47, Gustav Ekstrand. Assisted by number 17, Arkip Lendikov. And by number 89, Bruno Ndasi. Time of the goal at 4:09 of the first period. Scored on the power play by number 47, assisted by number 17 and number 89.
That's the call with 14:48 remaining, and the Express still working hard in the OKC zone. Puck is cleared out to center off of the stick of Justin Arnold, and the Express will have it across the line. That they cough it up as they tried to clear the zone. Now they get it as Ndasi will take it out of his own zone, left to right across the line. Here's Anderson. Oscar tried to pass it up, but it was blocked off by Hudek's stick. Now Myers lost it, the Express with it. They work it to the left side. Now a shot in that sails wide off the stick of Dominik Sedlacek. Far side. Working it is Cody Wardner. It is out to center ice and all the way down as a good back check by Brett Houston breaks up the play, and it's cleared into the Springfield zone. Shots two apiece, but the Express lead 1-0. Now Wardner out of his own zone for OKC. Line change for the Blazers. Express intercept. Now they work the puck to Dominik Sedlacek. Across the line, tipped into the zone. That's as far as it goes, and it is Wensek to pick it up, the assistant captain. 15 goals, 37 assists, breaks free right to the right side, and it's intercepted by the Express. Tried to do a kind of little toe drag there, and he lost a handle on the puck. 13:40 remaining in the period. Express with a 1-0 lead in this hockey game. They had it in yesterday's game, but they're working this time. To Sokov across the line, lost it as it's broken up, taken away by Oklahoma City. They have a 1-on-3, working it wide is Slonsky, who gets a shot off and it sails wide. He had 2 goals in yesterday's game. Now behind the net, Slonsky again up the middle in front, save, and a huge save there as it came right up the middle and in front. From behind the net, Slonsky had another opportunity there, and a good save by the Express goaltender Paskey. Now puck to the near side boards. It's swiped all the way down, and the line change for the Express. 12:58 to go in the period. Chamberlain almost ran into Cagnoni, that is. And the Express putting a little bit of pressure on. Here's a lead pass flipped up high. It went off of Tyler Kupka, and good thing it did, as it was flipped into the corner. Oklahoma City was waiting to break Demke. Here come the Express, 4-on-3 into the zone. Shot by Polito is sailed wide into the corner now, taken by Ferret. Ferret up the middle, kicked ahead. Good play by Houston to kick it ahead. He didn't have his stick in position, but he wanted to keep it in the zone. Now at center ice. Boxing out his man is Houston, but it goes to Bondarenko, and he'll shoot it wide with 12:16 to go in the period. Behind the net in the Springfield zone. Good opportunity for OKC, and a good play by the Express, and they work it up to center ice. Now they have a 2-on-2 across the line, taken now by Doring. He gets pulled out of the play, centers it up the middle to Ferret, and it's moved into the corner. Blocked to the boards and held in by Houston, but taken away by Bondarenko. He's 1-on-1. Bondarenko and Sedlacek. Bondarenko cross-ice pass, tried to get it over to Vali Mihailov. And now it's broken up, but taken away once again by OKC. 11:41 to go in the period. The Express with a 1-0 lead. On the third goal of the season, a power play goal by Gustav Ekstrand at 4:09 of this period. Now it is Connor Dunn, captain of the Oklahoma City Blazers. Gives it up to Mihailov. Left side pass goes to Victor Eck. Looks in front, and there's nobody there. It's wide as Ndasi will pick it up. Bruno Ndasi has it stolen, but he has some help, and the Express cleared out to center ice. Now Ndasi picks it up. Down the left, or to the right side, that is. He was looking to the left. It is to the right point. Cerny shot in, save, and may have been actually blocked by Wardner. Either way, it didn't go to the net. Now the Express have it again. Left side drive, and a save by Cloutier. Taken once again. Glove down by the Express. Worked around by Philemon Lendikov. He'll have it, give it over to the left side, and now right side pass to Ndasi is broken up the middle. Express were clearing the zone, so they had to back off, and now it's a delayed offside as it's sent right back into the Oklahoma City end. Line change for the Express. Ugenti with it out of Simpsonville, South Carolina. Express steal the puck, but just as soon as Sokov did, he falls down, and Oklahoma City will send it all the way down to the Springfield end. 10:27 remaining. 1-0 lead Springfield. Shots are 4 apiece here in just a fast game. I was going to say it's just 2 games of this series. Here's a shot in, save, Paskey, rebound up the middle. It is taken away and is cleared as Chamberlain had that great opportunity in front. Puck to the corner, and Paskey will stop it there. Racing is Chamberlain. Paskey gets it away from Chamberlain, moves it to the far side, and it's taken away all the way down. This should be an icing call. And it's finally waived as icing. 9:53 to go in the period. Icing will bring it back into the Springfield end. What I meant to say was that it's just 2 games. It was supposed to be 3, but again, with both players leaving for Las Vegas, and they both have games on Tuesday, it was basically mutually agreed upon to go ahead and play this game on February 4th here in Springfield. They will do that as the 3rd game of the series instead of playing it tomorrow. In fact, both teams, after they wash uniforms, they're getting on the bus and they're heading out this weekend, tonight. Puck cleared all the way down to the OKC end. We will get another icing as Arkip Lendikov couldn't make it there in time. 9:34 to go in the period. And again, the face-off comes back into the Springfield end of the ice. That'll be a weekend where Missouri State will be here. They will play Arkansas on February 2nd and 3rd, and then of course the 4th is the Springfield Express. So a great weekend of hockey if you want to come out and see 4 different teams. Off the draw, far side boards, working it around Justin Arnold. And still a battle for it there. Polito is there, the captain of the Express, tried to tip it away. Now from the side of the net, it comes out to the far side, and the Express will have it with Sokov. Sokov's 1-on-2. Sokov has it broken up, on the 3rd man who took it away is Travis Hudek. He gets it in front of the Springfield bench. Now we might have too many men. No, they're just going to call a face-off. I think they're going to say that the referee thought the puck had gone into the bench. That's what I think he's going to say. I think he's going to say it's my fault. Face off at center ice. I thought maybe he was going to say too many men. See if we can get an idea of other games going on in the Western States Hockey League if we have updates. And we do not. We had a power failure about 5 to 8 minutes before warm-ups. And of course, I don't know if you heard it or not, Aaron, but everyone blamed me. They said, Steve, what did you do? And I said, I didn't do anything. I just pushed a button. It was the button that said off. I guess I did something.
I don't think so it was your fault, but who knows?
No, we had a citywide power failure for about 2-3 minutes, and we had to wait for everything to reboot. And the Springfield Express are hoping to reboot in game number 2 here. Drive in that sails wide off of the attempt by Demke. And no, that's Ugenti that had that attempt, and now we get a whistle for a puck played with a high stick. It'll go all the way down into the Oklahoma City end. Springfield in third with 25 points. They have lost 7 in a row to Oklahoma City and El Paso, which seem to be the 2 top teams in the Midwest Division at this point. Puck cleared out to center, and good play by Braden Barone as he's able to break up a 3-on almost none rush for Oklahoma City. 8:30 to go in the period. 1-0 Springfield. Shots 8-4 in favor of the Express. Now Bondarenko with a shot. That one was blocked by Barone. And here come the Express. Matthew Smishek. His pass intercepted, sent all the way down, and a line change, a short one for Oklahoma City. Bondarenko pushed in hard. Far side boards. It is taken away, cleared at the point, held in, up the middle. And the Express will work it out of their own zone. Well, I thought Anderson could. It's on the line and still held in. Here comes Oklahoma City, intercepted though by Bruno Ndasi. Up the middle, Ndasi to the right side as he gives it to Doring. He shoots up high, and Ndasi gets tripped on the back end. Play continues though. Ndasi picks up a stick and picks up the puck. It's up the middle. Winsek's there, intercepting for OKC, but here come the Express and Ndasi working hard. Gets it past Winsek, sends it to the far side. Johnson will pick it up. Drake out of Norman, Oklahoma, and the official gets out of the way of a good hit by Ndasi. That one on Justin Arnold. Puck sails wide, goes to the near side, and actually that wasn't Arnold, that was Winsek, number 10. Now we have the Express with it. Doring, cross-ice pass, gets it up the middle, and it's broken up. Here's a drive from the left side, save, rebound. The Express tried to bank it off the goaltender, and it went off the back of the net, off of Cloutier, and through the crease. And no goal was signaled on that. Don't know if we can get a look at that one. But the Express thought they had a goal. We'll take a look at it here. There's the first shot. And it may come after this next sequence here. And there it is there, that next sequence. They thought they had a goal, but it was banked off the back of the net. Puck is cleared out as we go back to live action into the Express zone. 6:57, cross-ice pass broken up. Taken away by Polito. Express can't clear the zone. Now finally they have possession. It'll go to Nikita Sokov across the blue line. Now Sokov waiting, gets it in front, tipped in, a save as Arkik Lendikov got the shot. Tipped in, and a big save by Cloutier. He'll hold on with 6:40 to go in the period. And a 1-0 lead for Springfield at 4:09 on the power play. Gustav Ekstrand, his third. Arkip Lendikov and Bruno Ndasi will get the assists, and Springfield still has that 1-0 lead. Face off to the right of Cloutier, and off the draw. OKC will win it. Goes to the far side, looking to clear it as Mihailov. He gets it out to center ice to Eck. 2-on-1, Eck to Skro. In a drive in, as instead of going to Skro, it went to Mihailov, and it sailed high and wide up over the net. Now with 6:22 remaining in the period. Near side boards, battle for it there. comes out to Mihailov. Somehow it gets behind the net, working in front off the side of the net with a drive by Mihailov and a save by Paskey. He'll hold on. 6:11 to go in the period. Coming up at the first period intermission, if you missed it yesterday, we'll replay the interview that I had with the kind of spokesman for the managing organization of the LLC that is now kind of taken in charge of things for the Springfield Express and the league. And we'll talk to Tim Forbes coming up at the first period intermission. Meanwhile, puck is cleared all the way down to the Springfield, or to the OKC end of the ice. Icing will be the call once again. 5:57 remaining in the period. And the face-off will come back into the Springfield end of the ice. Shots are 10-7 in favor of the Express, I believe, and I will need to double check if that is indeed the case. Off the draw, puck won by the Express. Smishek with it, drive in, pad save, rebound, it's loose. Cagnoni overruns, taken away by Polito. He shoots in front, save, rebound, loose, and it goes into the corner on the second effort by Cagnoni. Now Sedlacek sends it down in low. Smishek across the line, or across the crease that is, and it's taken away by Oklahoma City. Picked up by Demke, broken up by the Express. 5:28 to go. Springfield looking to get a second goal here. They do want to change, though. Ferret puts a cross-check on Tondol. We come the other way. Here's Jensen. Gets it, and a drop-back pass to Bondarenko is steered into the corner. Goes past Ndasi. Still on the near side boards at the left face-off circle area. Sent behind the net. Looking for a centering pass with Slonsky, and it's covered off the side of the net by the Express goaltender, Paskey, and he'll hold on. 5:03 remaining in the period. There you go. That's good right there. I know it's a little bit of a hassle to try to focus through the net, but one of these days we'll get a camera that will ignore the net. 5:03 to go in the period. And a 1-0 lead for Springfield on Gustav Ekstrand's third goal of the season. Power play goal at that. OKC with Winsek. Drive in, save by Paskey, who'll hold on. We'll do it all again. Face off to the right as you look at it on Black Dog, left of Paskey. And the Express doing something they didn't do yesterday, winning face-offs. Puck across the line. Doring had to go off his stick, and it's sent now into the Springfield end of the ice. Bodies fly and hit there. Eck is in there for Oklahoma City, but it's broken up by the Express, and here comes Ndasi, one-on-one. He waits for some help. Now back to Ndasi. He shoots, and it's blocked up by Jensen as the 2-on-1 with Doring was broken up. Puck cleared back into the Springfield zone at center ice now, taken by Jensen of Oklahoma City, and he shoots it into the Springfield area. Behind the net. Puck comes up the middle. Spin around shot by X. Save Paskey. Rebound in front. It's loose. Where is it? It's covered up by Paskey. Huge play there by the Springfield goaltender. And he is right now saving the Springfield Express with some big saves. We'll see if we can take a look at that entire sequence. There's the first shot that was blocked, second shot, and then the third one dribbled over to Paskey, and he was able to hold on to it. And Springfield still leads 1-0, 4:05 to go in the period. Behind the net, taken away by the Express as it deflects, and it's cleared out to center ice. Chipped and controlled by Philemon Lendikov. Russian line out there for the Express. Lendikov has his pocket picked by Arnold, and the Express are able to corral it at the neutral ice area. But it's Oklahoma City with possession. Comes back to Connor Dunn out of Kennewick, Washington. 12 goals, 10 assists for him. Puck across to Arnold, who didn't play in yesterday's game, and they missed 12 goals, 17 assists. Here's a drive-in save. Rebound in front and hit the post. The rebound in front after the big save by Donovan Myers hit the post, and does he wish he had just a couple of inches on the inside corner to shoot. Here come the Express across the line. Sokov with a drive in and a blocker save by Cloutier. Arnold is able to chip it out to center ice, and it could have been a 1-1 hockey game if it wasn't for the goalie's best friend in the post on the left side. Puck cleared out to center ice, all the way down to the Springfield end, controlled by Springfield. Cleared out by Kupka, but the Express cough it up once again. Shot in as the line change finishes for Springfield. Oklahoma City just finished theirs, and it will be back into the OKC zone. Cody Wardner is there. Now with make that 2:45 to go in the period. Near side boards, Bondarenko helps it in, but the Express will have possession. 2:40 remaining and a 1-0 lead for the Springfield Express. Puck to the far side, almost intercepted, now taken away by Bondarenko. Good move, but picking his pocket was Ferret for just a moment. Here come OKC across the line. Demke had it, lost it, and here come the Express. They'll try to set things up out of their own zone. Bondarenko keeps it in, and it's a hand pass, though. As Bondarenko gloved it down, the hand pass with 2:14 will bring it outside the Springfield end of the ice. Ivan Bondarenko, as I mentioned, leading scorer for Oklahoma City. 28 goals, 37 assists for the Moscow Russia product. Out of the Springfield end, here comes Ndasi across the line with Doring. He shoots, missed wide. It's to the right point, and a good play to keep it in by Sedlacek. Sent all the way around as Sedlacek puts a check on Chamberlain. The Express still with possession. 1:53 remains, and wouldn't they like to get a goal here? Ndasi with it, digs it out, has it down the middle. He shoots, but instead it trickles a little wide. Doring lost it, taken away and cleared out to center ice, and the Express will regroup at center. Forechecking pressure by Chamberlain, enough to keep it in the zone of Springfield. Now with shots becoming a 15-10 affair, even though it's a 1-0 lead for the Express. Puck banked off the boards to Jensen, who lets it go to Slonsky, and it's front of the Express bench. Cleared out to center and all the way down into the OKC zone with 1:15 to go in the period. Line change for the Blazers. Picking it up and stealing it is Mihailov, looking for some help. Instead, he gets a shot, and it ticked wide behind the net. Into the corner with 1:03. It'll be Tyler Kupka for the Express. He's checked off by Mihailov. Loses the puck, but the Express will have it. 53 seconds remaining. Here comes Sokov down the middle. He's pushed off. Oh, the officials say it's good. So it's taken away by Artik Lendakov. Now to Philemon. He'll work it with the Russian line on. Tried to get it to the point, but Philemon finally does. Gets it to Cerny. Drops it around as cycling is Arkip. Up the middle. It's blockered away by Skro. Well, okay, his glove acted like a blocker. Here comes Skro with it. Across the line. Now the left side. A drive in, and it sailed up high and wide as Jordan got the opportunity. 21 seconds remaining. Last-ditch effort for the Express, and they almost coughed the puck up. Now they get it with 15 seconds. And Philemon will try to wait for everyone to change, but they're losing precious time. 7 seconds to go, and that's going to be an icing call. The officials call that icing, and I don't believe it should have been an icing call. But they are going to call it that. I know, Aaron, you were looking. I thought he was across the red line when he shot it in.
It wasn't icing for me,
but you're not the official. I get it.
Unfortunately.
5.9 seconds remaining. And off the draw, one by OKC this time. Up the middle, blast in and a save. As getting the shot was Cody Wardner, and that'll do it for the period.
At the end of the first period, it's your Springfield Express leading
A 1-0 lead for the Express on a power play goal by Gustav Ekstrand, his third of the season. Arkip Lendakov gets the assist. Bruno Ndasi also with an assist. And it is a 1-0 lead for the shots on goal in the period. 16 shots were put on Bobby Cloutier, and the Express face 10 does their goaltender and Kane Pasquis. Power plays, the Express 1 for 1. The only penalty of the game was assessed to the Blazers, and that was Deon Demke, the 2 minutes for tripping back at 16:33. And that's where we stand right now with a 1-0 lead for the Springfield Express after 20 minutes of play. We will take a break, and when we come back, again, a replay with Tim Forbes, who is one of the managing partners of the LLC that is now owners, partially with the league, of the Springfield Express. We'll do that in just a moment on Black Dog. 1-0 Springfield after 1.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
Back at Mediacom Ice Park in the Stan Melton Ice Arena. Talking now with Tim Forbes. He is one of the members of the LLC that has taken over management of the Springfield Express with the league. And Tim, you're part of the new guys.
We are. We're definitely part of the new guys. There's several of us that belong to the LLC and the investment group that is managing now this Springfield Express. And we're enjoying just about every minute of it so far.
Obviously, you've had to come in, and to say it's been a whirlwind because, for lack of better terms, you've had to clean up a lot of things.
We're a different style of management. That's probably the best way to put it. The old management is out, and we're in. We've got some different philosophies on hockey. This is not the only hockey team that we currently invest in. But with Springfield, we look at being able to get involved heavily with the community. We worked very well with the City Parks and Rec Department to be able to step in and take things over and work toward the end of the season and get a lot of things moving forward that need to be so that the fans enjoy the game, the players can enjoy playing on the ice for the fans, and it's an overall great experience for everyone.
Now, there are some people, they're called headhunters. They come in and they kind of fix what needs to be fixed and get rid of what they need to get rid of and do what they have to do, and then it becomes this well-oiled machine. But I'm not going to say that's what you are, but what interested you and your group into wanting to experience the Springfield Express?
Well, we had previously been in negotiations with Springfield with previous ownership. And when that didn't come to grips and certain things happened, that the league stepped in and allowed us to take over the management of the operations. One of the things that we saw was a huge community involvement in just about everywhere with the Parks and Recs Department. Between the turkey run and the baseball and the things that are promoted here in the city. The Missouri State Bears hockey program is an excellent program as well. Not to mention that a couple of us belong to the Masonic Lodge and we're Shriners. And that happens to be that big building right across the street from Mediacom. So that is one of those things that we thought we could step in, have some fun with, and it looks like that's progressing forward to bring some excitement and fun back into the Springfield Express. And then finish the season. Of course, we plan at this point 100% to make the playoffs. The team has a good record going into the second half of the season, and we think we can improve on that along with the coach and end up with the playoffs, if not stronger in the playoffs.
Well, to do that, you're obviously going to have to face El Paso and OKC, which, of course, this weekend OKC. And, you know, talked about it in the pregame that both teams coming off of losses, 3 in a row. Now, Springfield, of course, with losses to OKC, they play them back-to-back, and then OKC with losses to El Paso when both of those teams met. But, you know, and I've said about this for several years now, that the Midwest Division seems to be kind of the toughest division, and people look at it and they say, well, how can that be? Well, when you start looking at the powerhouses of OKC and the powerhouses of El Paso, and then Springfield's right on the heels. Last year, albeit they're having a lot of trouble this year, but Wichita was the Thorn Cup champion last year. And you look at this Midwestern division and say, okay, maybe you have a point there. So Springfield right now, I know that they want to try to do what they can do to catch OKC. It just seems like maybe they're going to go into the playoffs stuck in third place. I hate to use that word stuck, but unless something dramatic happens to OKC or to El Paso, that's probably what's going to happen. And that just means more home games for the Express, really, is what that means.
It does mean several home games for us, which is a great benefit. The nice part about the OKC and El Paso, they have to face each other right after the Christmas break in OKC, so I look for that to be one heck of a matchup. And with OKC coming here after losing to El Paso, well, maybe we might have just learned a few things about OKC in that series of games, that anybody can be beaten on any given day. Nobody's invincible. And we look for El Paso at that point to be maybe have a little tougher time with OKC in their home ice. And we think that, like I said, finishing off the second half of the season, being able to face OKC a couple of more times in that time period will give us a little bit of an advantage to catch up with them at that point.
Talking with Tim Forbes, who is one of the members of the LLC that's taken over the management of the Springfield Express. Now, is it Springfield Express Hockey LLC?
It is. Springfield Express Hockey LLC. It's registered with the Secretary of State's office here in Missouri, and we wanted to make sure that it continued on with that. We don't want to disrupt anything and make sure that it's a nice or as smooth a transition as we possibly can make it. Of course, we've had some challenges and a few bumps in the road we've had to overcome, and I'm sure there's going to be a few more. But the team we have behind us is excellent. We have one gentleman from Oklahoma, one from Minnesota. There's two of us from Wyoming. And we actually have somebody that's going to be moving down here in Springfield that has family and friends that live in the area. So it's going to be a nice way to get into the community and get involved. And like I said, I think that the fans will see a different style of management. We have a very aggressive program to help out in the community as well. So if you have a fundraising opportunity that you're looking to try and do something different with, certainly contact one of the folks here with the Springfield Express. If you're a 501c3, we have an excellent program to help you raise money for your 501c3. Do contact us. We'll go over it with you and be happy to help any way we can in the community.
What's the best way if somebody's listening that wants to help out? Who do they contact?
Come down here, talk with the coach. You can talk with the coach's wife, Wendy, who is excellent with the program as well. She's very well informed. They can also contact any of us as far as the investors go. Our phone numbers and things are here with the Park Service and stuff. Anybody that has to do with the management or the operations of the team can help answer those questions and allow those 501c3s or even the smaller things, a little Boy Scout troop or, anyone at all that's trying to do a fundraiser. If your youth group at the church is trying to do something, then, certainly contact us. We'll let you know how we can do that. It's very simple, very easy, and we do not ask you to collect a dime. It's something that is kind of a partnership with us to be able to help advertise the fact that, hey, we're Springfield Express. It's time for us to get on that expressway and move forward and get this team where it needs to be into the finals and into a championship.
Now, I know you've touched on a few things, but I'm going to ask this question for folks that have been with this team since day one. It's gone through now, this will be a third management company. If I'm that person that's been with this team from day one, and I'm going to ask you what's different. We've been through the first one. We've been through a second one, which was a train wreck. Now we've got a third one in. What's different? What's going to make me become a Springfield Express fan again?
I think what you're going to find is our style of management, from what I can tell from talking with several people in the community and several of the fans and stuff, is that our group, our investment group, had some of the same ideas and ideals that Mac had when he first brought Springfield here to the Express, and that we want to do a lot of things in the community. We want to be heavily involved. We want to have fun. Hockey is noise and a blast, and the kids come in and hoop and holler. Adults can come in and hoop and holler and have a good time. It's a game. And the other thing that we try to do is make sure that our kids try to go where they want to go. When they're done with the Springfield Express, if they want to go semi-pro, we'll do what we can to help them with that. If they want to go into college, then we certainly want to try and motivate them and help them get into their college dreams and find out what they can do to further their careers after they're done with the Express. It's a different style in management in that we believe wholeheartedly in taking care of our players and taking care of our fans. And then the rest we should be able to guide along as it goes. So we're looking forward to that style of management back in Springfield.
And I know the longtime fans that have been here are looking for that too. And I think one of the things that they want to know, and of course you're kind of the spokesperson at this point, and you mentioned someone will be down here to kind of be that face, but that's what they want to know is, can they talk to management? Will they be able to be up front and say, this is my concern, this is what I have? And I'm sure that you've faced this before because you've talked that there's other teams you've invested in, so you're going to get these kind of questions. And what do you say to someone that says, look, I don't know if I want to go a third round. Everything, the whole talk is cheap, but who can I talk to? I want to come down to the rink and I want to talk to somebody. And if that starts to happen, what's the answer to that?
Any of the investment team is primarily available on Facebook. You can get a hold of us there. There will probably be one of us at every home game to be able to talk to the fans, find out what's going on with the fans, see any suggestions they have. One of the things we talked about to get involved with the fan base too is there have been several logos that have happened over the years with the Springfield Express, and we're going to come up with about 2 or 3 of them. Any fan that wants to come up with a logo idea, we're going to put those on our Facebook page, Instagram. We're going to put those everywhere we can, and from mid-January on till the end of the season, we're going to see basically what the fans want as a logo for this team. They can vote on it here at the ice arena. They'll be able to vote on it online, like I said. And then after that, we'll have a big reveal as to what the logo is going to be for next year, and see if we can get more of that fan involvement. And for those skeptics that want to know, talk is cheap, certainly not a problem. I fully understand that. Come by, step in, see what we do, watch how we act. Watch what we do for the players and watch what we do for the fans. Make your decision based on what you see, not what you've heard. So we trust but verify. We ask the fans to trust but verify too. Trust but what we're saying. Please come in and verify our actions and verify what we're putting forth for Springfield, Missouri, and for the Springfield Express, because we truly feel that this is some place that we think can thrive and grow.
Tim Forbes is joining us. He is, I guess you're the spokesman because you came on with me today, and he's one of the members of the LLC that has taken over management along with the league of the Springfield Express. And briefly, I want to, in the few minutes that we have left in intermission here, get into the fact that you've said you've been on radio before. You were one of those shock jock guys back in the 80s, and that would make sense why you'd be the guy that would speak and talk. But what transitioned you from, and I know because I've been in radio myself too, that you don't make much in radio. No. In sales, you make a lot more. Those are the guys driving the Mercedes, and you're driving the beat-up Toyota back and forth to work. But what transitioned you from that to kind of getting into hockey?
Back in the day, I became a single parent. And so when you're a single parent, sometimes that radio life, depending on what your shift is, isn't quite conducive to raising kids. So I left that, was in the nightclub and entertainment business in a company in Houston for a while, McFadden Ventures. And then we ended up moving back where I'm from to Wyoming, and ended up still staying in the hospitality entertainment industry. And ended up my way that way. I ended up with some grandkids. My 5-year-old is very active in hockey. In fact, he's skating with the 10 and 12-year-olds right now. He does quite well. And we think that, billeting with kids before, we've had kids that we've had in our house from Russia, Czech Republic, and several locations from all over the world. And these kids are something that you want to nurture as kind of your own. You get to know them. You get to have fun with them and see them succeed just as much as what you do your own kids. It is a life-altering and life-changing experience, and so we've grown to enjoy hockey, the people and the fans that we've met along the way. And so we want to contribute to that as well, and see if we can have something that would enrich our lives and enrich somebody else's life at the same time. Hockey is a great sport. It's fun. You can go in and hoop and holler, like we said earlier, and just have a good time. And at the end of the day, it's a game. You know, somebody wins, somebody loses. As long as everybody stays safe and has a good time, that's what it's about.
Tim Forbes joining us, I guess, as I've said before, the spokesperson, I guess, for the members of the LLC that's taken over the Express along with the league. And Tim, thanks so much for joining us. One last thing, though, that I know that has been a change, and if folks are going onto Facebook and trying to find the Express Facebook page, it's changed. What is it now?
It is Springfield Express Hockey 2018. We are looking at dropping the 2018, but if you look up Springfield Express Hockey, you'll find it there with the logo. That's on there. Go ahead and like it, share it. Press releases on there about the change. Certainly, if anybody, like I said, has any questions or needs to get a hold of it or can't find it, you can always look up me on Facebook and grab that off of my page as well. It's real simple to find me. I'm a clown hanging on to a little young man's hand as he's skating on the ice, which happens to be my grandson. And certainly the fans are welcome to do that and voice any concerns or questions or suggestions they have on there as well. Happy to hear them, see what we can do for them.
Well, it sounds like this member group is not clowning around right now when it comes to the Springfield Express.
No, definitely not. We're looking to have some fun.
All right, Tim Forbes, thanks for joining us. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll have another period of hockey in just a moment.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
Your best source for awards of any kind is always Bowles Trophy House in Springfield. Trophies, plaques, medals, gifts, ribbons, and more. You get top quality and great service at Bowles Trophy House, serving Springfield and Southwest Missouri for over 40 years. Call them at 417-869-8720.
And if you need embroidery work done, logos, digitizing, and more, come to Banners and Brainstorms in Bowles Trophy House at 601 South Kimbrough.
We are back at MediaCom Ice Park in the Stan Melton Ice Arena as the Springfield Express have made their way onto the ice. And Aaron, I don't know if you have any pull, but the horn's a little weak. The train horn that the Express have here, just a little weak right there.
Hopefully we're going to score a couple more goals and win this game, and then we can hurt probably the horn better too.
There you go. And it'll make for a good bus ride over to Las Vegas, right? You get that, exactly. You pick up that win. Springfield.
The road trip always better with the win.
That's right, always is. As the Springfield Express on a 7-game losing streak right now, they definitely would like to stop that. They're going to bring the Russian line out to start this period, skating from the right to the left. And from the left to the right, it will be the Oklahoma City Blazers. The Express briefly get it out of the zone. A delayed offside for Oklahoma City. Sent behind the Springfield net. Kuka is there. He sends it over to Philemon Lendikoff, past Sokoff, and all the way down. And this will be an icing call. 19:42 remaining in the period. Face-off comes back into the Springfield end of the ice. A couple of players, at least one, Justin Arnold and Jared Katz, who are now playing for the Oklahoma City Blazers. Puck taken away, and one to the far side. It's cleared all the way down. This will be another icing call. And we'll do it again. 2 icings in less than 28 seconds. And let me correct myself. I'm not sure if Katz has had a shift yet, but definitely has Arnold. He didn't play in yesterday's game. Face-off is won and moved up the middle, and a save. Rebound as it came right through the crease. And sprawling was Paskey. trying to prevent Oklahoma City from tying this hockey game. It's a 1-0 lead for Springfield back at 4:09 of the first period. Gustav Ekstrand, his third of the season. And Springfield on the power play has a 1-0 lead. Big difference from yesterday's contest. Right around this time yesterday, it was a 2-1 affair in favor of Oklahoma City. Now here come the Express. Ferret with a drive in and a save by Cloutier. Covers the pads, or closes the pads, covers him on the puck. So a face-off with 18:55 to go. Hopefully we'll get the clock fixed for you in a moment, but 18:55 remaining, and off the draw, puck is sent all the way down to the Springfield end. 18:47 to go. Face off to the right of Paskey. Came from the El Paso Rhinos. And off the draw, Smishek gives it to Ferret, but it's behind him and cleared back out. Cerny will reset for the Express. Puck comes in all the way down past Smishek. He'll chase it to the near side boards, now swing it all the way around, and it's Oklahoma City with possession. Blazers out of their end. A lead pass, too far for Chamberlain, no icing, as Paskey will send it in the near side boards. Slonsky for Oklahoma City intercepts Chamberlain. Left side, swings it all the way around. Letting it go is Winsek. Near side boards, Chamberlain is there. Also Slonsky, but intercepted by the Express, Polito. The captain digs it out, and here comes the Express slowly, and they lose the puck. Does Kupka. Lead pass coming in is Winsek, and it's too far for him to pick it up as he had all sorts of time in the middle, but he had to get to it. Now 17:45 comes right up the middle again. Paskey is there, and not only does he cover the puck, but he holds on to Polito's leg for good measure, and he's able to corral that one with 17:43 remaining. Well, looks like there is going to be, and Aaron, I may have to invoke you to run the camera for this, but the juggler that was here yesterday, he's going to come back for the second period intermission, and I said we'd have him on, so you may have to run a little bit of the camera for that one for just a little bit.
Sounds good.
17:37 to go, make that 27 to go in the period. And again, we'll try to get the time set up for you momentarily, but meanwhile, puck comes to Doring across the line, and a attempt by Ugenti to break it up sends it behind the net. Now 17:12 remaining. 1-0 Springfield. Nandasi passes it up the middle, and it's too far for Smishek. And we come the other way. OKC 2-on-2 across the line, and Mihailov is taken out of the play by Braden Barone. Now Eck picks it up for the Oklahoma City Blazers. Calling for it is Wardner. Tried to pass it across to Eck, but it was broken up on the skate of Barone. Near side boards, Nandasi. He'll clear it out to center ice. Here's Bruno Nandasi out of Stockholm, Sweden. 9 goals, 14 assists. He gets hit hard in the near side boards, area that we cannot see. Sent down in by Barone. Up the middle in front as Nandasi tried to get a shot off. It was blocked and we come the other way. Oklahoma City now working it down the middle and trying to get an opportunity is Brendan Bessie. Bessie with a shift here. Still working it is Bessie. Arnold is there. And that's who I meant to say. It was Brendan Bessie is playing in the game tonight. Near side boards. Arnold with a diving attempt to break it up from Philemon Lendikov. It gets it across the OKC line. Lendikov with his stick knocked down. Digs it out. Looking for some help. Gets it to Houston with a drive. And we get a whistle on a stoppage in play. What do we have? The officials are talking to Bessie, and I think the net was dislodged. So the faceoff will stay in the zone. 15:51 off the face-off. Here comes Bondarenko, comes in, shoots, and a save. Paskey. Rebound. Near side boards. Tondo with a drive and a save. Rebound just missed wide by Demke. Goes to the far side. Barrett is there. He's trying to work the play. Cerny gets intercepted with. Ekstrand, the goal scorer, tries to break it up, and now Ferret will have it for Springfield. They work it out to center ice. Ferret on the left side gets a shot that's blocked inadvertently off of Dion Demke. Puck comes up the middle, and a drive and a save, and a huge one there by Bobby Cloutier. Face-off in the OKC zone. .21 remaining in the period. And again, we'll try to get the scoreboard updated for you. Play is underway, and it's in the Oklahoma City zone, working left to right. Ngeti has it broken up. Here come the Express. Doring, left side. He shoots through traffic, blockered into the corner by Cloutier. 15 minutes remaining in the period. Down low on the near side boards, low along the goal line. Working it around the net is the Express's Oscar Anderson. Now intercepting is Nandasi. Looking for some help, nothing doing. Nandasi still there. Express work it over to the right side. Polito drive, and it missed wide. Nandasi to pick it up. Sends it behind. Anderson with a big hit, but Chamberlain steps out of the way. Near side boards, it's cleared all the way down. Polito will chase. Line change for both teams. And a bad bounce, but luckily the Express are there to be able to clear it out to center ice. Lendikov now R-kick to Philemon. Philemon behind the net in the OKC zone. 1-0 Springfield. Drive comes in, and we get a glove lost by Arkip. And the Express, as Arkip goes to the bench, will have it out of their own zone. They move it across the line. That's as far as it goes at center. And a hip check there as Mihailov will intercept for Oklahoma City. Here come the Blazers. Left side across the line. Michael Jensen drive near side boards. Letting it go is Jordan Scrow. Now right up the middle, a drive from the right point is held onto by Paskey. 13:43 to go in the period. And a 1-0 lead. For the Springfield Express. Ekstrand takes the faceoff. He's the goal scorer, along with Jordan Scrow. Scrow had a goal and an assist in yesterday's game. Now sent in the Springfield zone. Eck to chase. Oklahoma City trails 1-0. Here comes Ferret for Springfield. Lost the puck. Eck is there, or excuse me, Scrow is there, and now we get a whistle as the play came offside. Offside with 13:25 to go in the period. Face-off is won, and here's a drive in that is sticked into the corner by Paskey. With 13:06 to go, we're going to get an icing call. And the Express are arguing that it was tipped. Head coach John Amberfee is saying this puck was tipped. I don't know what you're talking about. And we'll see if we can get a look at it here. Well, we're going back to live action, so we will wait on that. But the face-off is won, near side boards. Myers comes in. He'll race around the corner, but breaking it up is Springfield product Brett Houston. Donovan Myers played for Springfield last season, and he's doing well this season. 5 goals, 9 assists for him. Puck sent all the way out of the Oklahoma City zone. Blazers come out of the own end with a 3-on-3 into the zone now. Here's a drive, score as Demke snapped it off from the right face-off dot. It ticked just inside the net, and it's a 1-1 hockey game. Here in the second period, this one coming at 7:29, and it is Demke's 13th goal of the season. And it's a 1-1 game as Demke races down the right side and snaps it off past Paskey. And 1-1 is the score. We'll catch the call in a moment. But it is now a 1-1 game, 13th goal of the season for Dion Demke. It's an even strength goal. And Oklahoma City breathing a little bit easier. Springfield wondering why they couldn't capitalize.
Oklahoma City Blazers goal scored by number 28, Dion Demke. Assisted by number 12, Jared Katz, and number 11, Justin Arnold. Time of the goal at 7:29 of the second period, scored by number 28, assisted by number 12 and number 11.
So Katz with his first shift, and he gets an assist. 11:32 remaining in the period, and again, still no communication down with our scoreboard, so we'll try again to get everything reset for you. Meanwhile, play is underway. And I believe we got that set up for you. Now with 11:10 to go in the period. Puck cleared into the OKC end of the ice. To the near side, and Kupka will shoot it in, and the Express will finish up their line change. Puck cleared back down to the Springfield end. Vigard Ferret is there, the assistant captain for the Express. 14 goals, 15 assists for him from the Norway product. Near side boards, Kupka is able to clear it out to center ice and get it across the line, and the Express finish out their line change. Oklahoma City waiting to do the same. And now things seem to be slowing down a little bit, and it seems to be moving in Oklahoma City's favor. But here come the Express. Nandasi to lead the charge. He has Anderson behind him. Can't get it to him. Oklahoma City's there, and inadvertently Eck and Skro trip each other. They both go flying, but now the puck is taken away as it's inconsequential as the puck is cleared back into the Springfield end. Oklahoma City with that line change now. Here is Sedlacek as Nandasi will swing it all the way around. On the ice now for the Express is Filimon Lendikov. Lendikov with control. Drops it down in low. Anderson looking for a return pass from Lendikov. Gets it up the middle in front. Sokov with a drive, and it was stuck up and out of play. Nikita Sokov had an open net, and he shakes his head, says, I can't believe what just happened. He had a completely open area to shoot from as the puck comes right up the middle for Sokov, and somehow Cloutier gets the stick on it and prevents it from going into the net, and Springfield could have taken the lead. A power play goal by Ekstrand, his third of the season at 14:09 of the first, make that 4:09 of the first. Lendikov, Arkip, and Bruno Nandasi with the assists. Then in the second period at 7:29, Dion Demke is 13th, Katz and Arnold with the assists. And we're at 1-1 right now. Face off in the Oklahoma City zone and off the draw. Sokoff has it, but it's tipped up high over the net. Battle for it behind the Springfield, or the Oklahoma City net, that is. Blazers able to clear it out to center ice. Barone. He's there to break up the play. Sokoff intercepts. The Express get one man off. On is Ferret. Here's Ferret. He steals the puck. He shoots, and it's deflected wide off the boards, and it hopped over Ferret's stick, and he's angry about that. He was waiting for an open corner, and it hopped right over his stick. Puck up the middle, and front drive just missed as Slansky got the opportunity from Chamberlain. Now near side boards, taken away by Sokoff, but it's broken up at center, and the Express are offside. They let the puck go. Chamberlain comes back for Oklahoma City. 8:45 remaining in the period. Puck across the line, moving it at Johnson, right side. He shoots, blockered up and out of play by the Express goaltender, Kane Paskey. It's his 7th game that he's been in, and Paskey is 0-1-1 with a 5.52 goals against average and an .864 save percentage. But he's making the best of it right now. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Off the draw, winning it is Bondarenko. Well, he's the recipient of the winning face-off, and he just shot it wide. Puck is cleared out to center. Here's the Russian line with Sokoff leading it. Now on the ice is Ekstrand. He's going to chase it down in low. 8:22 remains in a 1-1 contest. Far different game than yesterday. Springfield, I know, is reeling from the opportunities and the chances they could have had. Into the Express zone. Demke with a shot that's blocked. Demke will chase at the half boards. Dug out by Ekstrand and cleared out to center ice. Nobody there. But it'll be Travis Hudek. Oklahoma City will start things off in their own zone. They're being pressured. Cross ice pass. Right side to Bondarenko. Picks it up down the middle. And as he tried to get a shot off, it was an easy one there for Paskey. Express cannot clear it. Houston had it off of a skate. Barone is there, and he'll work it to the right side. Cross ice pass to Smishek with a drive in, or Smishek, that is. I had it right the first time. Matthew Smishek. Coach told me it was that way. Across the line, here's Oklahoma City with a blast in as the cross ice pass up the middle came to Dunn, and Paskey is able to hold on to that one. 7:07 to go in the period. And coming up at the second period intermission, we'll have a juggler. I know you saw a little bit if you were watching yesterday's action during the interview, but we're going to let you listen and watch on this one. Here's a drive as Mihailov got the opportunity up the middle. It's less than 7 minutes to go in the period. Eck working the puck down in low, breaks free through the slot, and it's taken away by the Express. If they hurry, they have an odd man rush, but they just give up the puck to Ndasi. As the Express really want to change, they can't do it yet. Across the line, here's Skro. Cross ice pass, and scoring into the net is Mihailov. Play continues as it did not get dislodged. Spinning around is Eck on the left side. Now gets it over to Skro. He breaks up free. High slot. Skro over to Mihailov. He shoots and he missed wide. Sprawling was the Express goaltender, Paskey, and the shot went wide. Did what he could do to get his body in front. I mentioned Paskey came from El Paso. One of the things is he has to make he can't make the save as this one goes tweeners, and getting it is Mihailov. Paskey did not get the pads closed in time, and it's a 2-1 lead for Oklahoma City. That is Mihailov's 18th goal of the season. Eck and Myers will get an assist. Just couldn't get the pads closed. This one, here in the second period, is Mihailov's 18, as I mentioned. Now we get off the draw a puck that comes in, held onto by Paskey. So the Oklahoma City Blazers at 13:56 take a 2-1 lead. Express with Sokov. Brings it out. He has Arkip Lendikov. Sokov couldn't get it to Lendikov. Intercepted, taken away by Slonsky. Here come the Oklahoma City Blazers. Left to right across the line. Winsek trying to break free through the middle. Broken up from him, and the Express cleared out to center ice. Off of Sokov. And back out to Cerny.
Oklahoma City Blazers goal scored by number 91, Vitaly Mikhailov. Assisted by number 93, Victor Eck, and by number 20, Donovan Meyer. Time of the goal at 13:56 of the second period, scored by number 91, assisted by number 93 and number 20.
So with that, we will have a face-off in the Oklahoma City zone. A 2-1 lead for the Oklahoma City Blazers. And I mentioned Springfield kind of just hanging on at one point. And now they trail with 4:58 to go in the second period. Barrett pushed down. Bessie had to go past him for Oklahoma City. And Springfield's Polito sends it all the way down to the Oklahoma City end. Up the middle, off of Ferret's stick, and sent back. And you look at a couple of opportunities for the Express. Some hit posts as the Express cough up the puck. Here's Bessie. Springfield, instead of taking it around, looked for the backwards pass. Nobody was there. Puck shoveled ahead by Arnold. Kicked into the corner. Moved around by Arnold. Sent over to Skro. And deflected out to center ice. Here comes Anderson. Has it broken up on a good play by Hudek. Line change for Springfield. 4:12 to go. Express trying to tie it up, and a blast in that's blocked off of the skate of Connor Dunn. Shot there by Doring, and it's cleared out to center. 3:58 remains. Express trying to do what they can to tie it up here. Here's a blast in and a pad save as the initial shot came off of Sedlacek's attempt, and we come the other way. Sedlacek is there, though, to steal it in front of the referee's crease with 3:44 to go in the period. Puck cleared across the line and back down into the Express end of the ice. Line change for Oklahoma City. If Springfield hurries, they'll catch them in a line change, and they do. It's a 2-on-2 into the zone with Lendikov. Philemon breaks free. Now to Arkip. Back to Philemon. He is pulled out of the play, spins around 360, cross-ice pass drive, and a save. What a nice play by the Philemon boys, and Springfield, though, does not get the goal. And a good save by Cloutier. Now Tondel, drop back pass to Demke. Up the middle, here is Bondarenko in front, score! Nothing you can say about that one, as Bondarenko shows why he is one of the leading scorers in the Western States Hockey League. What a huge goal, and a nice one, his 29th of the season. Ivan Bondarenko working that to perfection. And Springfield trails in this hockey game. Carried into the zone by Demke, Tondel, and there's Bondarenko to finish it up. We'll catch the call in a moment. But it is the third straight goal by Oklahoma City. this one at 16:54, but the Springfield Express get one back. The train whistle sounds, and the Express will get a goal back here. This one is Arkik Lendikov's. Sokoff will get an assist. It's the entire line and Philemon Lendikov. And it is now a 3-2 hockey game here in the second period. And we'll have to catch up with all of these in just a moment. But the Springfield Express do what they needed to do and get a goal. This one comes right off the face-off.
Oklahoma City Blazers goal scored by number 49, Ivan Bondarenko, assisted by number 28, Dion Demke, and number 26, Patrick Tondel. Time of the goal at 16:56 of the second period, scored by number 49, assisted by number 28 and number 26. Springfield Express goal scored by number 17, Arkip Lendikov. Assisted by number 87, Nikita Sokov. And by number 74, Philemon Lendikov. Time of the goal at 17:15 of the second period, scored by number 17, assisted by number 87 and number 74. Springfield Express goal!
So the Express, who at one point trailed by 2, have made this a hockey game again with 1:30 remaining in the period, and a lot of goals have come in the last 6 minutes, 3 to be exact. Here's Bondarenko again, poked away from him, dropped down by Doring, who intercepts, and it's taken away and stolen, but getting a shot off was Demke, and then it was broken up from him. Near side boards, Bondarenko is there. The officials say, all right, let's stop.
So please stay in your seats at the end of this period as we welcome in renowned international juggler Albert Lucas. It's sure to be a presentation you don't want to miss, so stick around at the start of the second intermission.
That's who we'll watch at the second period intermission. 3-2 in favor of Oklahoma City. And off the draw, the Express with Sokoff to lead the charge. Backhanded all the way down in. Sokoff working it with less than a minute to go in the period. It'll come to the corner to Kupka. He's going to back up and set things out to center ice. Although he does steal the puck and dumps it in. Springfield will chase again with Sokoff. 42 seconds remaining in a 3-2 hockey game now. Springfield did need that goal, and they got it right off the faceoff. We'll get the replays for you as we recap with 34 seconds remaining in the period. And we'll do that at the end of the period. Chased down by Polito, and he inadvertently gets a stick to Chamberlain, but no penalty is called. Chamberlain goes to the bench. It's up the middle. Picked up by Polito. Or make that Sokoff, and now we get a shot that bounces in and taken out to center ice, and Kupka's there to run rough shot. Nothing doing there with 4 seconds to go, and that'll do it for the period as it's sent in. And now we have a little bit of bad blood as some sticks are getting high. 9 shots on. Well, now they've changed it on us. So Oklahoma City okay, what they've done here on the scoreboard is completely different from what they have announced. So if I can correct this quickly here. So what we'll figure on is 9 shots for a two-period total of 19 on Bobby Cloutier, and 10 shots for a two-period total of 30 on Springfield Express goaltender Chad Purdy. But let's go back to the goals here. And in the second period, Dion Demke gets his 13th of the season. He assists to Katz and Arnold, and it is make that a 1-1 hockey game. Then it's Mihailov, his 18th, and it is a 2-1 game. Bondarenko makes it a 3-1 game. And then Arkip Lendikov right off the faceoff. And Springfield makes it a 3-2 hockey game at this point, as they set things up and finally get the goal. Right now, let's join Albert Lucas live here at Mediacom Ice Park.
hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, Guinness World Record holder, sport juggler, Albert Lucas.
In the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up.
There you go, Albert Lucas here at MediaCom Ice Park and the Stan Melton Ice Arena. And boy, you can smell everything that's going on here, especially with the lit fire, and it does smell like someone lit a campfire going on here. But we have the third period coming up. They're going to Zamboni everything. We'll take a break and replay an interview that we had with Kane Paskey yesterday. Of course, we'll catch about a third of that interview. We'll do that in just a moment here on Black Dog.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
We're back at MediaCom Ice Park. Steve Casson now talking with newest goaltender for the Springfield Express and Kane Paskey, the Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan product, came from the El Paso Rhinos. So you left El Paso, which, that's kind of like, I don't know, being the Boston Bruins or the name anybody that's won the Stanley Cup recently, Chicago or whoever. And now you're coming to kind of a mid-level team. What were your thoughts when you found out you're leaving El Paso and you're coming to Springfield?
I was excited, actually. Like, I didn't get very much playing time in El Paso, so coming to not a strong team, I mean, they're still good, and I thought I could really help out here.
And that's got to be tough when you're playing behind at least two good goaltenders and a third that can be a backup at any time and play as a starter. And yeah, it's tough. It really is. When you were there at El Paso, and now you've been here at Springfield for a little bit, what are the differences? What do you see the differences between the two teams?
El Paso's practices were long, really long. A lot of hard work there, a lot of skating. They're a grindy team where I feel like we're more of a finesse team, softer hands, can put pucks in corners, can snipe on anybody. And
that's kind of an issue when as a player you can get, and as a goaltender too, you're facing a lot of rubber, but you can kind of argue and say, well, we shouldn't have to practice that long, it's just tires us out. But at the same time, that builds up to be able to go 60 minutes. Not to say that any other team's practices are different, but is maybe that the philosophy to practice so long in El Paso?
Yeah, for sure. Like, when we played them in El Paso, you could see we ran out of energy by the end of the game. The guys were gassed. Well, in El Paso, they were still flying. It's not like they slowed down at all or anything.
Because if you're used to practicing for over 60 minutes, or the equivalent of a 60-minute game, you're practicing as hard. It's nothing, If you go into overtime, and maybe you go into the playoffs, and then you get into 2 or 3 overtimes, and maybe you might start to feel something. But
yeah, the coach there said the practices should be harder than the games, just because you work so hard in the practices. You can't. You work on practice like it's a game pretty much. You don't get any off time in practices, or you're on the bench, or you're in the dressing room getting undressed because you're not working hard enough.
So as a goaltender, do you agree with that?
Yeah, you got to practice how you play. If you don't practice how you play, you're putting up bad performances in net. In the game, you're making mental mistakes, and that's how it goes sometimes.
Now you come to Springfield, and practices are a little different, but at the same time, as you mentioned, a little bit more of a finesse team, and they tend, when I say not to rely on their defense, I mean there are teams that rely on their defense, so they may not have as much jump in their step and hope. Like, let's use like the Edmonton Oilers from years ago. They always had guys that would rush up, and if they got caught back, at least they had Grant Fuhr, and they didn't have to worry. That's not what this team is. That's not what you're going to see. So when you come here, what's the difference? Mentally, do you have to change how you play the game?
Yeah, for sure. Since I've been here, I've kind of changed up my style a little bit. I feel like I have to be a little more fragile on my feet, moving a little quicker, just because we give up a lot of opportunities in the slot, backdoor passes, and I mean, it's okay, but you kind of just have to change your style for that. Where in El Paso you're seeing that shot, and you don't make that shot, you don't have to worry about that backdoor pass because our defenseman's got us.
Kane Paskey is joining us, and it is Paskey, spelled like Pasquette.
Yeah.
You're from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, but it's not Canadian.
No, my grandpa originated from Switzerland, so that's where he got the name from.
Do you go back there at all?
No, I have a few family members over there, but I've never met them before at all. My grandpa goes over there once in a while. My grandma's from Ireland. They go and visit Ireland a little bit, but I've never met anybody.
I can hear a little bit of the Irish in you. You know, I can hear that coming out a little bit. So I was trying to figure out if it was more Canadian, but no, there's a little Irish going on there.
I mean, the red hair kind of shows it too, that I'm not from Canada, because not very many Canadians are redheaded.
So did you ever feel out of place growing up?
Yeah, I got picked on a lot when I was a kid. There was a day called Kick a Ginger Day, and I would never go to school that day because I didn't want to get kicked.
Okay, so explain that, Kick a Ginger.
There's a day in the year, it's like November 23rd, and every day everyone just kick a ginger. They'd find a ginger and kick them at school.
So explain for those of us who don't understand, what's a ginger?
Oh, a ginger is a red-headed person.
Okay. As in
red
ginger,
hair.
redhead. I get it. That's not nice.
No, my shins were beat up the first time that happened to me. I mean, it happens. It was all a joke. There was no harm taken in it, but I just didn't like getting kicked very much, so I didn't end up going to school.
Now, has hockey always been your favorite sport?
Yeah. My dad played hockey. My grandpa played hockey. My grandpa was a goalie, actually, and that's kind of why I wanted to become a goalie. I wanted to follow my grandpa's footsteps because he was kind of like a role model to me. He'd always take me to practices when my dad couldn't. He'd always pick me up. So I kind of just wanted to follow my grandpa's footsteps.
Now, had you already made that kind of decision to play as a goaltender? Did you ever play out?
I played out my first few years, I think my first two, and I liked it, but I was a little chubbier as a kid, so I didn't like skating, so it kind of leaned my way to be a goalie.
Figure the only way you can play is I was that same way too when I'm a goalie myself, and it worked both ways. Because I still was an okay skater. I wasn't as good as some of the greater ones out there. Mm-hmm. But I also knew that I get to play 60 minutes on the ice. Yeah. I don't have to sit. That was one of my things that I liked.
Yeah, but in the end, in the long run, it can backfire on you because you might not be playing at all. You might be sitting on the bench or in the stands because there's only two spots.
That's true.
It's hard to make it a goalie's position just because there's so many of us and there's so many good goalies out there that you really have to battle.
See, and I got lucky because when I played, I was the number one, and I always played a lot. And if I didn't play, then it was a night off. Mm-hmm. So I got lucky in that respect. But yeah, I agree with you. It's tough in that situation. What do you want to do? I mean, what do you want to accomplish? I mean, you're here at Springfield. You're going to get some time in. What are your accomplishments?
I want to win a Thorn Cup. I feel like we have the potential to do that. That's the number one goal because I'm here. Might as well work my hardest, get that Thorn Cup, get that ring. And then other than that, I want to go to school. I want to play hockey and go to school. Do
you have an idea of where you want to go?
Not yet.
Anybody on your radar at all? Or that you want to talk about?
Nah. It'd be nice to go down to the States and play here, but if not, go back home and maybe crack a team up there.
When you look at the Midwest Division, and it's probably got to be one of the toughest. I mean, we could talk about all day El Paso and OKC, two of the top teams. You take away Idaho. Idaho is just running ragged over everybody right now, and even started late. In fact, I don't believe they played their first game for something like 23 or 24 days. It was absolutely crazy.
We had in El Paso, we had like 12 games played, and they had 3, I think, and it was like, wow.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, you play with this team, El Paso, that is just train rolling through everybody. Now, how long did you play on El Paso?
I was there though until I got traded. That was my first year.
Okay.
I was there since like August, I think.
So just the first year. But you remember guys like Adam Vey that they had, and
Yeah.
just phenomenal goaltenders who Vey's, in fact, gone on to the Minnesota Wild side of things. But, you know, it's tough when you play in a team that expects to win pretty much. You know, I think they only had one down year in the past 5 or 6 years. And that was when Springfield actually, they beat them. And I don't know if you know this or not, but they had a 56-game winning streak, and Springfield stopped that.
Oh, okay.
And so, and that was kind of when they had their quote-unquote down year. But ever since then, Corey Herman's just created this monster of a team. And I mean, you've experienced it. What would you describe the atmosphere there?
Work your hardest and know that you better run over people or you'll be on the bench. He loves a hitting team, and that's what they have this year. They love to bang bodies and they love to grind. I think it works out to their favor. They got a few finesse players, but a lot of them are dump that puck in and I'm going to take your head off when you go get that puck in the corner.
And they're not afraid of getting injured too. And there haven't been very many injuries either.
No, they've been lucky this year. When I was there wasn't very many injuries. A few little bumps and scrapes, but other than that, there wasn't nothing much.
Now you get a chance to play against them. What's that like?
The first time I played it, when I got in the net, I heard a lot. Everyone was booing me. Everyone was calling me names just because I'm the new kid. I played on that team, and they all know who I was. So it was a little different, a little tough, but you kind of just got to battle through it.
Kane Paskey joining us, newest goaltender for the Springfield Express. Was that tough? Was it, you know, you expect people just to, you know, not really boo you, but just give you a hard time a little bit. But it sounded like it was really tough there.
Yeah, I mean, their fans are wild. Their fans love that team, and they don't like anybody who comes into our barn. You can tell whenever you do something wrong, you hear it from them. The fans are great. I can't complain about the fans. I mean, it sucked. It sucks when you're when you're on the other team, but when you're on that team, it's a great atmosphere to play in front of. And
now, I know you've only had just a few games with the Springfield Express, but I'll start off with El Paso. Right now, if you could talk about an MVP, who's the MVP of the El Paso Rhinos?
I'd probably say Chasen Sayre or Philip Krasnowski. Krasnowski's played like all the games since end of October, and he's stood on his head every game. You can't beat him. I mean, it's tough to play when you got such good forwards, such good scoring power, and then you got a brick wall on the back end. I think he has 6 shutouts already.
It's crazy.
And he's already beaten the record for El Paso. So like, you know, you got a good goalie back there, and it's hard to just walking in and then plus their fans walking in that building, just kind of an intimidation factor I think they have going right there.
And I heard it's pretty wild and crazy, and some of the things that they have there. Yeah, it would make anybody kind of go crazy, so to speak. But now you're with Springfield, so you haven't had much time, but I'm sure you can kind of get a clue on maybe who might be the MVP right now of this club.
I'd probably have to say,
and if you want to throw in a couple of guys, that's fine too.
Probably Bruno. Bruno has really good hands. He can snipe the puck. Vagey, the guy works hard. The guy really works hard. Sokov's got a nice shot.
I like the Russian line. I mean, that to me, I think that those guys work very well together.
Yeah, I mean, with the Twins, they've played together all year, and they know where they are at all times. They don't even have to look at each other. They just know they're going to be there. So tape to tape passes are always nice.
Kane Paskey joining us, and you say that they kind of have a nickname for you now.
Kanye.
And that's because it's spelled K-A-Y-N-E, Kane,
yeah.
But they kind of pronounce it a little bit differently.
They also, the Russian line calls me Patrick Kane, just because my first name's Kane.
Which do you like? I'd probably like that one better, but
yeah, I don't mind being called Patrick Kane. I mean, I wish I had the hands like him, but I like Patrick Kane. It's something new. I've heard Kanye my whole life.
And we're back at MediaCom Ice Park, the Stan Milton Ice Arena again. Sorry to Patrick Kane there, or Kane Paskey, for cutting his interview off once again, but getting ready to start the third period of play here at MediaCom Ice Park. got downstairs and talked a little bit with Gary Gill, the head coach of the Oklahoma City Blazers, and just joked with him and said that I thought that it was a good thing if maybe we went to overtime. No, he doesn't like that. Even though the Springfield Express are 0-1 against Oklahoma City in the extra period, Springfield lost in double overtime the last series these two played. We are underway in the third period, and off the draw, puck comes into the Springfield end as Springfield is skating from the left to the right, Oklahoma City from the right to the left. Here comes the Express across the OKC line. Drop back to Sokoff. He shoots, tipped in front, just missed wide by Arkik Lendikov. Philemon gets upended. No penalty. Play continues. And the Express steal the puck. Arkik, he'll have it. Drop it down in low. Gets to Philemon. Demke's there to check. Philemon up the middle. Warner is the only one to intercept for Oklahoma City. Puck cleared to center ice. Now here is Patrick Tondel. Blast in, save by the Express goaltender, who we just talked to or heard from, actually. And Kane Paskey. Now Bondarenko has it, walks in front, he shoots, save, rebound, loose, where is it? And it moved into the corner. Huge save, but losing his goaltender is Paskey. Now we get a couple of players upended at center ice. Barrett and Drake Johnson for Oklahoma City. (3-2) here in the third period at 17:42 remaining. And off the draw, puck is cleared out of the Oklahoma City zone and moved up to center ice. A backhander in and a huge save as the backhander by Chamberlain was steered aside by Paskey. The Express come the other way. Across the line, into the zone is Ndasi. He breaks free, but instead, as he was just about to get a handle on the puck, it is Lucas Slonsky, the one that was there to stop him. And now we get a whistle, and players getting a little upended. 3-2 in favor of Oklahoma City over the Springfield Express. Here in the third period, 17:19 remaining. Steve Casson along with Aaron Kay, sporting a new Express hat. Like that.
Thank you.
Jordan Skro in to take the draw from Springfield's Arkip Lendikov. And make that Philemon, 74. To the corner. Mihailov is there, and it's cleared out to center ice. Puck is picked up, sent in by Skro. He swings it all the way down. 17:02 to go in the period. Near side boards. Worked in low, sending it all the way around is Skro. Make that 16:45 as the play is moved into the OKC zone. Getting a shot off is Lendikov, and a save by Cloutier. He'll hold on. (16:41) remaining in the period. 16:42 as you look at it on your Black Dog scoreboard, independent of the time clock. Puck across the line as it's won, and Demke will take it into the zone. Drop behind the net. Express with a 3-2 deficit. They led this game 1-0, but then trailed as much as 3-1. They've clawed their way back just a little bit. They still have a little bit of work to do. Mentioned to talk to Gary Gill, the head coach of Oklahoma City, and I said the Express kind of fell asleep in the second period. He said, that's okay. We fell asleep in the first. Here come the Express across the line. Getting upended is Ferret. Nothing doing as he tried to look down to pick up the puck. Demke is there. Behind the back to Johnson. Express reeling from a 7-game losing streak. Oklahoma City stopped that yesterday with the win over the Express. 15:48 to go in the period. Puck cleared all the way down to the Springfield end. Make that Oscar Anderson is able to clear it. Now we come across the line. Doring, as getting upended in front was Ugenti. Now here's Houston with a drive that's blocked off of the boot of Cody Wardner. Express have it again. Doring score! As the pass came down to Doring low along the right faceoff dot, and Springfield has tied this game up. It's 3-3. Doring gets his 16th goal of the season, and Springfield has made it a 3-3 hockey game. This one at 4:32, and Springfield has tied it up. They do what they need to do. And in a moment, we'll catch the call from Kevin Thurl. Make that 4:38 is the actual time of the goal. #16th of the season for Doring. 3-3, 15:04, 15:05 as you looked at it on Black Dog, and the Express trying to stop a 7-game losing streak. Sokov gets checked out of the way as the puck comes down in low. It's Arkip Lendikov. Let's catch the call.
Scored by number 10, Stefan Doring. Assisted by number 89, Bruno Nodosi. And by number 18, Oscar Anderson. Time on the goal at 4:38 of the third period. Scored by number 10, assisted by number 89 and number 18.
Now 14:27 to go, and it's a 3-3 game. Puck chipped up the left side, batting it out of midair and swinging and missing for strike one is Lendikov. He goes for a line change. So does Oklahoma City. Off of Dunn's skate and sent down into the zone, where almost intercepted by Ferret. Now Eck will send it in and a completed line change, but this will be an icing call, so Oklahoma City cannot change.
This weekend, with your help, we have raised $83 for youth hockey thanks to you. So let's hear it for yourself and the Springfield Express for raising money for Springfield youth hockey.
Big thing for the Express, raising money, as you heard from Kevin Thurl, for youth hockey. The SYHA, Springfield Youth Hockey Association, and the Missouri State Junior Bears, both here at Mediacom Ice Park. Puck cleared all the way down to the Springfield end. Icing will be the call. 13:49 to go in the period. And icing will bring it back into the OKC end of the ice. Don't forget, our next broadcast for you, Springfield and Dallas. That'll be Friday, January 12th, right here at Mediacom Ice Park, as the Express and Oklahoma City Blazers will not play a game tomorrow. That has been rescheduled to February 4th. That's a Sunday at 2 o'clock. That'll be a one-game affair, as both teams getting prepared to go to Las Vegas right after this hockey game. Puck cleared to the corner, and wouldn't Springfield like to have a win out of this one? 13:22 to go. Here's a drive in, sails high and wide. Puck to the near side. It is cleared back into the Oklahoma City zone, and we will get a icing call. Or excuse me, a stoppage in play, not an icing call. Face off to the right of Oklahoma City goaltender Bobby Cloutier. And off the draw, the Express will have possession. Anderson behind the net. Oscar stops up, looking up the middle. Here's Doring again. He shoots, and this time it's covered up by Cloutier. 13 minutes remains in the third period in a 3-3 hockey game. Anderson and Winsek, that is, and off the draw. The Express did not get control. It'll go to Chamberlain, who tips it past Kupka and all the way down where it'll be Cerny to intercept. Near side boards, 12:46 remaining. Puck behind the net. Winsek. He looked for help, but the Express intercept. Nindasi. He gingerly shoots it in where it'll be held on to by Cloutier. 12:32, make that 33 as you look at it on Black Dog. Left in this third period in a 3-3 hockey game. Springfield took the lead at 4:09 on the power play. Gustav Ekstrand's third. That was in the first period. Then in the second at 7:29, Dion Demke is 13th. 13:56, Vitaly Mihailov, his 18th. 16:54, Ivan Bondarenko is 29th. 17:15 of the second. Arkhip Lendikov, his 17th, made it 3-2. And here in the third period at 4:38, Stefan Doring of Springfield, his 16th. And we're going to have a 4-on-4 as penalties have been assessed. And 2 minutes assessed to Stefan Doring, along with 2 minutes assessed to Drake Johnson. So it's a 4-on-4 now, plenty of ice for Oklahoma City, and a drive in that's blocked as Skro got that one. Move to the corner, and Sokov will steal the puck. Outlet pass, gets it across to Philemon Lendikov. He shoots right down the middle. Cloutier cuts off the angle, and now we get some pushing and shoving as Lendikov falls along with Jacob Ugenti, and Ugenti got the worst of it. And the officials breaking everything up. I don't know if Philemon was upset with anything that happened there. But here's what precipitated it, as he thought he got pushed in, and he actually took a swing at him too. I don't know if that connected or not. But the officials say nothing. So another minute 34 remaining on the 4-on-4, and a 3-3 contest here at Mediacom Ice Park. Steve Casson, Aaron Kay with you on Black Dog. Thanks for joining us. Nindasi with it. He steals for the Express. Intercepted though by Mihailov. He gives it to Eck. Across the line. Mihailov has to wait up. Eck stops up. Mihailov with a touch pass. And they're going to rework it with Connor Dunn. Left side into the zone. 1:10 to go on the 4-on-4. Over to Eck. Eck looking for help. Arkhip Lendikov is able to dig it out for the Express. Here comes Lendikov. Cross ice pass to Nindasi. He's going to race. Near side boards. He shoots. It's blocked by Jensen. Didn't know where it was. Nindasi does. Spins around a man. Tried to toe drag through, and a good play by Jensen to break it up. Good forechecking pressure by the Express. 11:12 to go in the period. 4-on-4 has another 37 seconds with the clock ticking. Only forechecker is Ferret for the Express. Now across the line to Jensen. Gets it into the zone. Working it to Winsek. Drive in, and a save by Paskey as he's able to hold on to it. The net gets dislodged and upended, but he's able to hold on to it. Four-on-4 for another 25 seconds. And we're moments away, well, about less than a minute away from the halfway point of this hockey game. Came in with a 30-19 shot advantage. It's now 36-27 in favor of Oklahoma City. .10:57 remaining, and off the draw, here's a blast in down the middle from the left side. Well, it's down the middle of the goaltender, Paskey. But the shot by Warner is gobbled up. 21 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Bondarenko to win it again, but cleared to the corner by Smishek. It's up the middle to the corner, and a score as it came from the right side, from the corner, and Bondarenko gets it. It's a 4-on-4 goal, and it's now 4-3. Second goal of the game by Bondarenko. That is his 30th goal of the season here in the third period. This one coming at 9:15. As the Express have a little bit of trouble in their own zone off the faceoff. We'll see if we can grab this one here. And just one that sneaks right in. Meanwhile, a shot that comes into Cloutier is blockered out of play. Ivan Bondarenko makes it a 4-3 hockey game, but there's still plenty of time for the Springfield Express. 10:35 left.
Teams are in full strength.
So the 4-on-4 that is over as Arkik Lendakov. Let's get to the call.
Unassisted by number 49, Ivan Bondarenko. Time of the goal at 9:15 of the third period. Scored unassisted on the play by number 49.
So Bondarenko with his 30th unassisted, 4-3 as he steals the puck apparently from behind the net. May have banked it off of somebody in. Chamberlain with it near side boards, comes across the line to Winsek. He has it, stops up, tries to get over to Skro. We come the other way for the Express. Off of Lendakov's stick. Now Philemon will chase. It's intercepted though. Here's Ferret down the middle. He shoots and it's blocked in front, and a good play by Dunn. Dunn, all 6'10" of him, was able to block the play. Well, he seems like he's 6'10". Puck across now to Lendakov. Philemon in front, and getting hooked is Smishek. Nothing doing. Play comes down. Ferret, he'll have it for the Express. Philemon feeds Cerny. Goes over to the left side. Here's a blast in by Houston, and it's covered up by Cloutier. 9:22 to go. There's a media timeout. We will take a quick break, and we'll be back here at MediaCom Ice Park in the Stan Melton Ice Arena. It's now 4-3 Oklahoma City.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
Back at MediaCom Ice Park, Steve Casson, Aaron Kay. After the media timeout, 9:22 remaining in the third period. And Springfield, who led 1-0, trailed as much as 3-1, came back to tie it up at 3-3 and see Ivan Bondarenko at 9:15 of this period make it a 4-3 affair. And Springfield hopes that they can change things up again and at least tie this hockey game up. They've worked very hard for it. Off the draw, Ekstrand, who got the first goal of the game, is down on the ice, but he's able to sit right back up. Smishek had to go off of his skate. Now he has it again. It's chipped away from him by Dunn. Now Ferret puts a hit on a man. That's Eck from behind, and we come the other way. Skro from right to left across the line. Line change for Springfield. Express have it behind the net. Sedlacek is there. He gets pushed up. Puck comes to the corner, and a drive by Eck is steered aside. Express with an outlet pass. It will go now to Stefan Doring. Down the middle, he shoots, and a save by Cloutier. As Doring got the shot, Johnson got the block, and Cloutier had to change directions. Now in front, drive, save. Rebound shot up high as Doring got the first shot, and Anderson got the second one. Express putting on some pressure. Doring behind the net, has possession. Doring feeds it in front, and Ndasi, and a shot missed wide. Far side boards, sent by Cerny. It's now to Ndasi. He shoots and a save and hit the outside of the net after it went off of Cloutier's pad. Express with some pressure. They get a drive in and a save by Cloutier. Doring again in front to Anderson. Nobody there on the right side by the Express. Puck is taken away, flipped up to center ice and out to center. Mihailov is able to clear it and keep it cleared as the Express were trying to pressure in. Line change for Oklahoma City. Springfield wants to do the same. They'll bring it back in their own zone with 7:54 to go, and they trail by 1. Blazers steal the puck. Now Tondel had it, lost it. It's up the middle, intercepted by Nandasi of Springfield. Gets it out to center. Now to Anderson, right side, across the line. Here comes Anderson. He waits, instead gets it over to the left side to Philemon Lendikov. Circles around to Anderson. Checked hard by Wardner. It'll go to the corner, and it's out to center, and Springfield will have to reset. Delayed offside as they shoot it in. They clear the zone. 7:25 to go. Line change for Springfield. That leaves Bondarenko open, but it's off of his stick and down to the Springfield end. Springfield will reset. Puck cleared to the corner. Now here's Dunn. Dunn shoves it down, works it to Bondarenko. Left side, Bondarenko looking up the middle, intercepted by the Express, and they sweep it out to center ice. Racing hard is Philemon Lendikov, but it's cleared by Dunn back in the Springfield end. Polito trying to get out of harm's way, does clear to the point, but it's held in. A shot in that's tipped wide, just missed wide. The shot came off of Johnson's stick. It's behind the net. Near side, or far side that is, actually to Winsek. Intercepted by the Express. With authority, they clear it out, but that's it. It's a delayed offside. Jensen shoots it in. Oklahoma City will clear the zone. Chamberlain to chase. He gets it up the middle. The Express will intercept. 6:33 to go. Trailing by 1. Across the line now, right side, that is to Sokov. He has room. He shoots, pad save. Rebound into the near side. Boards goes to Wardner. He gets an outlet pass, lead to Skro. Or no, that's not Skro. That's Mihailov. That is 91. He tried to get a shot off. His stick is knocked out of his hand. We come the other way for Springfield. Arkhip Lendikov gets it up the middle to Ekstrand. Now Mishek with it. He spins and shoots, and they have a goaltender and a Blazer in the net. Warner, they both tried to get out of the net. They couldn't do it, but play continued. The puck is cleared out to center ice. It's gloved down, but taken away by Tondel. He's one-on-one. Tondel gets around a sliding defenseman. In front, drive just misses wide. As the goaltender, Paskey, came out, he knocked his stick away too. He has no stick. Drive-in save by Paskey. Rebound, it's cleared by the Express. And not enough. Well, is it going to be icing? No, it's been waved off. So the Express get new players on the ice, and the goal stick is back to Paskey. Now coming across the line is Eck. Behind the net, wrap around in front, and a save. Rebound moved into the corner. Johnson for OKC keeps it into the right point. It is taken now by Oklahoma City, down in low right side. Now working it is Eck. Victor works it around, still playing with the puck. 5:13 to go. 1 goal lead for Oklahoma City. Express have possession of the puck. They're going to work it up to the near side. Anderson gets a return pass. Anderson left side. Anderson waits. He shoots. It's blocked in front. Taken away and cleared by Tondel out to center ice. A bouncing puck underneath Chamberlain's skate. Express with it. To the captain, Polito. Gets it up now to Nandasi. Left side. He shoots up over the glove of Cloutier. Anderson drops it down in low. Chasing is Lendikov. That's Philemon Lendikov. Up the middle. It's broken up by Cerny. Taken away by Anderson. Jensen, though, sweeps it out for Oklahoma City. Lead pass coming across the right side, and a blast in that's gloved down as it came off the stick of Demke. Gloved down by the goaltender, Paskey. He lost it. Chamberlain with a drive in. It's partially blocked. Here come the Express. 4:22 to go, and they hold things up to get it set up. Springfield out of their own zone, taken away by Warner, and Wardner sends it in. He'll go for a line change. 4:08 remaining in the period. And Springfield almost coughed up the puck behind the net, but it was swiped away from Winsek. Now here come the Express. Lendikov, and inadvertently Lendikov gets a stick on Jensen. Puck cleared out to center ice, and a big hit in front of the Springfield bench by Brett Houston. Lendikov waiting as the puck comes out of the zone and back in for an offside. 3:47 remaining in the third period, and it's picked up here at Mediacom Ice Park between these two teams. Bondarenko with his 29th and 30th. The only multiple the only multiple goal scorer in this hockey game. Springfield with Ekstrand, Arkhip Lendikov, and Stefan Doring. Oklahoma City with 2 from Bondarenko, 1 from Demke, and 1 from Mihailov. Express out of their own zone, 3:37. They tried to break Ferret, but it was too slow of a pass. Eck had it, lost it. Now spinning around, and it's coming across the line to Smishek. Drive, save, rebound. It's loose as Ekstrand couldn't get to the puck. Ekstrom was the one that was helping carry it into the zone on the first rush. Now Ferret with it. Vigard as Smishek is calling for the puck. Taken by Ferret across the line to Doring. He waits, he shoots, it gets deflected up and out of play by Johnson. So a little bit of hesitation to get the puck on his stick was enough for Johnson to get his stick in front of it. 3:05 to go in the third period. Stefan Doring with 16 goals and 18 assists this season. And it looks like Oklahoma City, I believe, has taken a timeout. Well, if you're joining us late, we lost connection for a little bit. And in fact, we lost all our highlights. So the only one I can show you right now is Ivan Bondarenko's goal. This is one that was tipped in from the side of the net. And that's the only goal that I can show you highlights-wise. That one made it a 4-3 game here in the third period. Well, unfortunately, losing the connection. We had a power outage too, by the way. That power outage happened about 4 minutes before warm-up, so at about 6:26. And it took a while to get, I'll take that back, it's probably about 10 minutes before, because we had about a 2 or 3 minute delay before the power came back on, and then we had about 4 or 5 minutes for the lights to start to warm up again. Play is underway, out of the Springfield zone, too far, and no icing, as racing to make sure that was Doring. Puck to the point. It is cleared out to center. Bondarenko leads the charge in a 3-on-3 for Oklahoma City. Here comes Bondarenko, drive in, pad, saved by Paskey. 2:30 to go in the period. And now we get a whistle for a stoppage in play, and we cannot see what's going on down in the near side boards. I don't know if a player's down or if there were penalties that might be assessed on this, and I think there will be. There was a scrap down in low with Bondarenko, who's going to get a high stick, and, well, let's see. Bondarenko will get a rough. The high stick will go to Oscar Anderson. So in a sense, Anderson does his job, because he takes the leading scorer off the ice for OKC. Four-on-4 with 2:24 remaining and a lot of ice, but the Oklahoma City Blazers scored on a 4-on-4 earlier. See if the Springfield Express can tie this hockey game. Blast in, more of a drive in, that is. It's cleared aside as Polito got that. Here come the Express again, drive by Arkip Lendikov, and he had his hand chopped at as he got the shot. Intercepted by Eck of Oklahoma City to Mihailov. Mihailov into the zone. He's checked out of the play, and the Express will have possession. So a lot of roughness going on between these two teams. A lot of room out there, too. Here comes Ferret. Ferret has his pass broken up, goes to the corner. Slansky is there, kicked ahead by Cerny, but taken away and cleared. But the Express moved it at center, where Jensen will intercept. Here's Jensen with a shot that's blockered up and out of, no, yeah, it did go out of play. Late whistle there. 57 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4, but time running out for the Springfield Express. 1:21 to go here in the period. And they trail 4-3. We'll wait to see if they do pull the goaltender. And the Express are going to take a timeout. Timeout for the Express. We will take a break as Springfield trails by a score of 4-3. 1:20 to go in the game. Your best source for awards of any kind is always Bowles Trophy House in Springfield. Trophies, plaques, medals, gifts, ribbons, and more. You get top quality and great service at Bowles Trophy House, serving Springfield and Southwest Missouri for over 40 years. Call them at 417-869-8720.
And if you need embroidery work done, logos, digitizing, and more, come to Banners and Brainstorms in Bulls Trophy House at 601 South Kimbrough.
We are back at Mediacom Ice Park. Again, loud here. They play the music loud and proud, is the only thing I can say. 1:20 to go. 56 seconds left in the 4-on-4. And off the draw, Paskey couldn't stop the puck as he dived twice to try to do that. Puck to the near side boards and out to center. Here comes Sokoff. 2-on-1, and Sokoff's going to have to chase down in low as he lost possession of it. Johnson coming in is Philemon Lendikoff. Goes to the corner to Slansky. With less than a minute to go, the goaltender has been pulled, an empty net. Extra man on for Springfield. Drop to Lendikoff. Now to Arkip Lendikoff. Over to Sokoff. 48 seconds to go. Drops it back to Doring. Doring will work the puck. Extra man for the Express. It'll go to the right side. Here as it drops down in low to Arkip Lendikoff. Spun around to Doring. 35 seconds. Here is Lendikoff. Philemon drive, save, rebound, score! Nikita Sokoff. Sokoff gets the goal, and is he happy about it? Springfield waited till 30 seconds remaining in this hockey game, and they have tied it up. As the first shot was saved, the rebound attempt put in by Sokoff, and Springfield with the Russian line getting the assist have tied the game. This one coming at 19:29. And here in the third period on Sokoff's 18th goal of the season, Springfield has tied it up with both Lendikoffs getting the assists.
Number 87, Nikita Sokoff! Assisted by number 17, Arkin Lendikoff! And by number 74, Philemon Lendikoff! Time of the goal at 19:30 of the third period, scored by number 87, assisted by number 17 and number 74.
Meanwhile, puck with 1 second to go goes to Bondarenko, and a drive in is held on to, and we go to overtime. Nikita Sokoff, the leading scorer for the Springfield Express. And what a time to get his game-tying goal. Sokoff leads the team with now 18 goals and 20 assists, 38 points. Take that back, he got an assist, so he does have 39 points with the assist earlier on Arkik Lendikoff. So the Russian line has been figuring in on a lot of scoring here, and we are in overtime, and it is rocking here at Mediacom Ice Park. Aaron, I know the Express went to overtime in OKC, and I know it's loud here, so just talk as normal as can be. We can hear you.
Hopefully we're gonna take this overtime now, but sure, we have to tell it's a huge work from the guys, come back to the game twice. So hopefully they're gonna finish the comeback in overtime.
Springfield sporting a 7-game losing streak, and they hope to stop it here. Oklahoma City, just with the win over Springfield yesterday, have finished that. Meanwhile, Sokoff bullies his way into the zone. Lendikoff is there, comes to the corner, drop down in low. Remember, it's a 4-on-4. Here's Sokoff with it. He shoots, and it goes wide. Near side to Lendikoff, and this line was just on, and they stay on for overtime. Eck clears it out to center ice. They're dangerous. Here's Mihailov. He shoots, and it's partially blocked as he got the opportunity. Up the middle, where is it? Blocked again by Philemon Lendikoff. Into the corner now. Near side boards, dropped in low. Here's Eck's shot, and it hit somebody in front and deflected. May have been Philemon Lendikoff. Puck not cleared. Dug out, drive in, save. Where is it? It's caught up in the equipment of Paskey and held on as the initial drive came off of the shot of Vitaly Mihailov. 4:15 remains in overtime. Springfield with the goal. This one, Nikita Sokov's goal. It started from Lendikoff. It bounced around, and then Sokov was able to poke it home. And it's 4-4. Play is underway, and the Express, Ndasi, will have it behind the net. Works it in front of his own bench. Gets the return pass as it was knocked away from Cerny, and Cerny sends it to Doring. Doring gets hit up high, and the officials let it go. Play continues. Here's Jensen with OKC. Jensen works it down with 3:50 to go in the period. Moves it into the corner. Now 3:45, a 4-on-4 overtime. Trying to get possession is Demke. Spinning around and cycling is Oklahoma City. Bondarenko let it go. Moved over to Cody Wardner. He's behind the net. Looking for a wraparound. He scores! Oh, what a goal as he got by Cerny and he wrapped it around into the net, and Oklahoma City will win this game by a score of 5-4. Just good work there as Springfield will lose this game in a wraparound. Just a really nice goal. Can't say anything more about that. So here in period number 4, OKC gets the game winner. It's unassisted. They're going to give it to Wardner. Well, I mean, it's unassisted, so Wardner is the only person. That's his 7th. This goal at 1:33 of overtime. Springfield and OKC congratulate each other. Springfield falls to a sub-500 record. They are 11-12-3. Oklahoma City improves to 23-3. And it's Cody Wardner with the goal, unassisted. 4:09 of the first period. Now before that, let's go ahead and update you on shots. 14 total in overtime and in the third period for a 4-period total of 44 against Springfield goaltender Kane Paskey. And 13 total in overtime and in the third period, 32 4-period total on Oklahoma City goaltender Bobby Cloutier. But getting back to the scoring at 4:09 of the first period, power play, Gustav Ekstrand his third, Arkip Lindekop, Bruno Ndasi, 1-0 Springfield. That's on the power play. Second period, 7:29, Dion Demke is 13, Katz and Arnold 1-1. Then in the second period at 13:56, Vitaly Mihailov is 18th, Eck and Myers 2-1. Oklahoma City makes it 3-1 at 16:54. Bondarenko was first of 2, 29th of the season. Demke and Tondel with the assist, 3-1. Then the Express come back. Arkik Lendikov is 17th. Sokov and Lendikov, Philemon that is, with the assist. That in the second period at 17:15, make it a 3-2 game. And then Stefan Doring at 4:38 of the third period makes it a 3-3 game with his 16th. Ndasi and Anderson. And then highlights that we can show you. Ivan Bondarenko, his 30th and second of the season, makes it at that point a 4-3 game. And then Nikita Sokov ties the game up after the shot from Philemon Lendikov is put back in, and Springfield has what they think is a happy moment, but unfortunately it's the play from behind the net by Cody Wardner on a nice wraparound, catches the goaltender stretching a little bit and leaning, and the Springfield Express end up losing this game by a final of 5-4. Don't forget our next broadcast for you on Black Dog, at least here at MediaCom Ice Park, the Springfield Express versus the Dallas Snipers. That'll be Friday, January 12th at MediaCom Ice Park. Of course, the Express and Oklahoma City will be in Las Vegas. Games will be on Black Dog, and those broadcasts will be upcoming. But the next home broadcast right here, January 12th, Springfield and Dallas. Well, it's, Aaron, not the outcome that I think everybody wanted. What Springfield proved, and they've proven it all season long, they can play with the big boys. There's a few things that I think Springfield needs to work on, but they can still play with the big boys.
You know, Steve, it's always, you know, hard to lose in a game in overtime. What we have to understand is we saw so many good momentum from this team. They play great. Finally, we capitalized on a power play. What small things, but really important for the second part of the season. I'm pretty sure this team gonna put his stuff together, and we're gonna have a great season.
Final score as the Springfield Express lose 5-4, and they just, after taking the lead like they did in game number 1, they just couldn't keep it together. And Oklahoma City proves why they now have a record of 23-3. The only losses for Oklahoma City against El Paso, who right now seems to be the top team of the league, along with Idaho. Idaho is just amazing right now and impressive, along with Ogden. Both of those, all three of those teams really doing the best that they can to really be the top of the WSHL. That'll do it for MediaCom Ice Park. I'm Steve Casson for Aaron A. Thanks for joining us here.
Thank you, Steve.
You're Aaron K, not A. You're Aaron K. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for doing camera work. I appreciate it.
My
Until
pleasure.
next time, January 12th, 2018, we'll see you. Good night, everyone.